for us. So just be sure that you do that. If you do not have the transparent logo, just let us know and someone can email it to you. Probably the easiest and fastest way to get it, so you can add it to your pictures. Real quick, also to reiterate what Carla said, is success really is an attitude. It is winning relationships is really just it's an attitude, it's a choice. Like, I'm gonna win this, like this is mine and this is how it's gonna go. And so that's kind of the same with social media. It's really about more like attraction marketing. And so I'm gonna walk through a quick presentation with you that I just threw together, so you guys kind of get the gist of how like my mindset works and what I'm trying to achieve with the people who see my posts. So let me figure out how to share my screen. Can you enable my screen sharing for me?
Okay, let's see. Well, switch to active speaker, switch camera, maybe. I keep clicking on your face, but it doesn't say. Hold on, let me go here. Stop video chat, spotlight for everyone, make host. Okay, I'm gonna make you the host.
Okay.
How about that?
Perfect, that should work.
Okay.
Awesome. Yeah, that works. Okay, so I'm gonna share this so you guys can see it. It says brand Melissa here. So one thing that that's so important when we think about social media or meeting people in person in a business like this is, what is my brand? And so number one, you have to identify what that is, and you have to recognize yourself as a brand. There's tons and tons of coffee places all over town. But you recognize your favorite coffee place by the service you get, by the cost, by the taste, etc. And it's a brand that you shop with. It's not just because it's coffee. And so you got to keep that in mind when you think about what your brand is. So my brand for me is, I'm the best in real estate to work with. I believe that. I believe when I get in front of a client that they're not going to have a better experience except for with me. And so the first thing is to identify, what is your brand? What do you want people to see when they see you, whether it's on social media or in person? And so that is kind of where you start. That's your starting place. Let's see if I can move pages here.
Gosh.
There we go. So some main topics. You're a brand, not a business. We run a business. We are business owners, but we are a brand of a business. And so you have to keep that in mind with your posting. If your posting is super businessy, super spammy, people are just going to pass right by it. They are not going to stop and shop. Another thing, why should they choose you? We have over almost 1,500 realtors in just Smith County. They can choose any single realtor they want to. Why would they choose you? Social media is a lead resource. It's a free lead resource. And so if you approach it that way, with your mindset, it will become that for you. Some natural problems that we see with success for any industry in social media, we'll talk about that. Power words, how to change your words to be more attractive, and FOMO, which is FOMO, means the fear of missing out. So if I'm going to sell a house, I want them to be like, oh my gosh, I need Melissa to sell it for me. She does such great work. Everyone uses her. I don't want to miss the opportunity to use her. She gets it done. Planning matters, and goal setting, and then topics to get you started on your social media. So you're a brand, not a business. So the key thing here around a brand is you need to identify 3 main areas you want your audience to see. Who you are, number 1, and I don't mean your name, but this area should be your beliefs, your phase of life, and what is important to you. And then what you do. And I don't mean I'm a realtor, but you need to show them what you do. If you are sitting in front of a computer and you're busy, take a picture and talk about what a blessing it is to help clients wherever you are. And be relatable, be genuine, be relatable. People don't understand what we do until it relates to their lives. So being relatable is being a parent, having to get to work by 8 a.m., dropping kids off, making coffee for your wife, whatever it is, it's important to just be relatable. People want to know you, and they won't use you unless they feel like they have some kind of connection to you. So who you are. So right here, you're going to see on my profile page, this section right underneath your name, you have 150 characters to use here. And so the brand that we talked about in the beginning, it should say this. So if I'm scrolling through Facebook and I see Melissa Thornburg, or it comes up on someone's feed that they might know me, the first thing they're going to look at is this. So your picture should be clear. It should be an attractive picture of whatever it is. It could be you, it could be you and your dog, it could be you and your family, it could be whatever, but it should be a person. And here are the key things. This is who I am. I'm pro Jesus. Like, everything I do is for him. I love small business. I love supporting small businesses. I love coffee. I am literally their next Texas realtor, and I only like positive spaces. Like, I don't like negative Nancy's. So if you go to my Facebook page, you're going to see just that. That's what you see in my posting. Right underneath that, right here in the next photo this is the links to my social media, all of it. This is who I am, and this is where I work. What this does with your links is it says that I'm serious and I'm a real person. So I'm a real person, I'm serious, and I want to connect with you. So that's important. They're going to look here and on this section, and then they're going to look at featured photos. So I encourage you to make sure you have your featured photos up to date and that they match your brand. They match who you are. And if you need help with those things, just let me know offline and I can help you locate those things or update them. If you're like, well, I don't know what featured photos are, we can definitely help you. Brand perception. So what you do. So you're more than just a realtor. So there are 1,490 realtors in Tyler. So I looked it up and I looked Smith County. It's not Tyler. Yeah, it is Tyler. I searched the address by Tyler. And so there's that many realtors. So who cares if you're a realtor, right? Everyone knows a realtor. Everyone knows a banker. Everyone knows a realtor. Everyone knows a contractor. Everyone knows somebody in an industry, but why would they choose you? A lot of times our friends and family will choose someone else. It's because they connect with them differently. So you just have to make your connection and your brand a little bit more about you. So choose one line that describes you, which I talked about in the beginning. So mine is, I'm the best to work with, and live it out loud. So this is, I have a vision board. I don't know if you guys have been in the office, it's on my desk. You're welcome to go look at it. But a vision board kind of outlines all of those things that who I am and what my goals are. It's what I should be every day. It's what my goals are today. It's what my goals are in a year from now and in 5 years from now. And so the more you outline where you want to go, the easier it is to brand yourself. You have a direction. You can only really move forward. And so I encourage you, if you haven't made one of those, to do that. Or maybe a vision board isn't for you, but you like visuals. I like visuals too. So I have a little, my listings and my closings, so I can be reminded, every day I look at it when I'm in the office is, am I doing the things I need to do to accomplish the goals that I set? And so I encourage you to do that. And if you need help with goal setting, I know Carla's really great with goal setting, and I know that she'd be glad to help you do that, but she's not going to do it for you. Like, you have to be the one that says, this is what I want to do. And then the more you have a kind of tunnel, the more likely you are going to take the steps to get there. And a goal doesn't have to be, maybe for you, it isn't, it's one client, one client success who refers you. Maybe that's your goal. It doesn't have to be these huge goals, but you do have to have something every day, every day. If it's you work from home, but you should really get out, then, make sure you're in the office at 9 o'clock every day. I don't know what it is, but you have to kind of set that for yourself. If you don't like selfies or videos, guys, I'm going to tell you, you just have to get over that fear because people connect when they see your face. People connect when they see your kids. People connect when they see your spouse. Like, people connect with you when they see you. And if you don't post yourself and you're not talking about yourself, no one else is going to talk about you. Like, we love our clients, but your clients aren't going to go every day and tag you in their photos. You know what I mean? So you've got to be the one who is branding yourself. Like, you have to be the person marketing yourself. And be real, be relatable. It's okay. Like, your struggle. Like, I don't know who did it. It may have been Carla, but I saw it like, only the, fourth time we try to submit an offer, this week or something. But like, those kind of things that I work hard, and like, even though I'm discouraged, like, I'm still showing up. Like, every time I'm still showing up. Right here, be relatable and the fear of missing out. So like, a couple things you can do on your social media is ask a question to the people out there. I love using coffee because people either love coffee or they hate coffee. And so there's really not an in-between. So I will always use coffee as a way to connect. A great way to connect is the weather. Dogs are a great way to connect with people. So this first one, it says, anyone else make the mistake of sitting down today? So I asked a question. I knew people could relate to it because everyone's exhausted. It stinks when you work hard and you sit down and you don't want to get back up. And then I mentioned, now I don't want to get up, real estate agent problems, 1 million, whatever. So it makes it fun. It makes it exciting. They know that I'm a realtor, but they also know that I'm a real person. Like, I obviously had a hard day, sat down, I didn't want to get back up. I got a ton of comments on this. So, every time someone comments on your post, you go to the top of their feed. Every time you comment on someone's post, you go to the top of their feed. So make it a daily chore to go out there and make sure you're commenting on some folks that are not realtors, that are actually people who could be potential clients. Post about common topics. So I was in church and we had a coffee company come. And so I took a picture of my cup and, this is me, this is where I am on a Sunday, and I had coffee. And so, it's okay to take a picture of where you are, office view. I think that's a really, really good one. If you're sitting in your living room, take a picture of what your office looks like and what you're drinking and what you're doing, and just say, oh my gosh, I was too tired to go to the office today. Realtor perks 101, can work for my house or whatever. Prove your work ethic. So one thing that I like to do that is, it's closing day. I had, this is, I always do it on my business page, because my business page has all of the required documentation according to TREC when it comes to properties. And so I can share my business page, and it's just a share versus an actual post. So your business page should have two things from a legal standpoint on it. And if you need some help, you can go look at mine or Carla's or Diana's business page, and you'll see the things that you need to have on there. But so I shared from my business page that it's closing day. And so people know that I'm closing houses, that I'm working, that I'm having success. But also I said I only have 4 spots left for free home valuations left in June. So find out if selling your home is the right move for you and your family. And so that is like kind of, that's the fear of missing out. So if I'm a homeowner and I see that a realtor just closed a house, and like she's closing houses or whatnot, and then I post this and they're like, wow, I better get that spot. I better go ahead and get that spot. So I can, get the, what would my house sell for in this market, and decide if I need to move. And so this is the fear of missing out, and it works. So use it. So a couple opportunity areas as you think about, when you go back and look at your Facebook and say, is this representing who I am and what I do? Stop selling. So you're in sales, but that's just a title. What we do is relationship building. We literally build relationships. And so we connect with people. And if you do not connect with people, or you can't have a conversation, like that's a really tough thing to do when you're in an environment like we're in. So you do need to make sure that you're not just saying, for example, like if I was thinking about a used car salesman, we have 4 cars on the lot for sale today, call Melissa, she'll help you find the right house. Like that, I'm not going to click on that ad, right? I'm not going to click on that. Because everyone wants to sell me something. Everyone is in your future clients or your existing client's ear. They want to get their business. And so you have to be different than them. You have to look different and feel different. And so stop selling and start sharing is the best way I can say. Share your love, share your fun, share your excitement, share your challenges, and just do life on Facebook. Like if it was your best friend, like just do life with them and stop telling them like everyone knows what a realtor does. So I just really challenge you, because you're just going to get passed by. Like try not to be salesy. Appeal to new markets. So you might be in a phase of life like right now. I don't have babies. My youngest is, how old is he? I don't even know. He's not a baby, but I think he's like 9. I think he just turned 9. But he's in a different phase I'm in a different phase of life right now. And there are a lot of new families that are moving here that haven't started. There's a lot of new first-time home buyers. There's a lot of people who are retiring because of what's happening in the economy. And so appeal to them, talk about, retirement, talk about, it's so good to see that there's so many people coming to East Texas to retire. That's super, an easy thing. There are so many people coming here to retire. We have the best health network in East Texas. That is important because an older clientele, they're going to want to move here and know that they have access to the best medical in East Texas. For little babies, we have so many parks and things to do outside for stay-at-home moms. Like it's okay to share stuff like that, even if it isn't your phase of life. You want people to say, I could support Melissa. I could definitely refer them. I'm not in the market to buy, but I know someone who is. I like them from their Facebook. I like them. I could do life with her. And that's what your social media should say. Change your profile picture once a month is a little secret tip. Every time you change your profile picture, every single person on your friends list, it gets notified at the very top. So every time you change your profile picture, everyone sees at least that post. So be sure to change it once a month. Post to your stories every day. Stories are the #1 way that people connect with you because it's fast, it's easy, and it's at the very top of your Facebook page. So people can see the little circle pop up and they're like, oh, I want to click on that one. I want to click on that one. So what you're sharing, they see the photo of what you're sharing or the video of what you're sharing in the top. Make a monthly calendar and be committed to posting to your Facebook. I'm just talking about Facebook today because it's when we think about home buyers right now, that age of clientele use Facebook. If you're looking to market to more of like the millennial age, then you're going to want to use Instagram, okay, or Pinterest. And so I can help with those too, but for now we're going to talk about Facebook because in our market right now, I think from an age perspective, from a demographic perspective, that's probably the sweet area of age ranges. Use your pictures from your past. So you don't have to make stuff up. So, use your memories on your Facebook page. And when you find something from the past, use it. If it was a quote, if it was, just a funny, memory, you can use those things. You don't have to come up with new things all the time. It's okay to use your past pictures. I use past pictures all the time. diverse team. I would encourage you guys to share each other's victories. So you might be saying, you know, Melissa, you're talking about closing houses and all that, but I haven't done that yet, or I haven't had an opportunity to do a contract. Well, who cares? We're a team. We have people who are closing houses, and so share each other's victories. Just because you didn't close it doesn't mean anything. We want to share each other's victories so people can see who Quality Choice Solution is and say, you know what? I want to work with that firm. They're doing things in this community. And so it creates that fear of missing out, even if it wasn't you, because they're seeing this action happening and they want to be part of it. So don't share it, and just make sure though, again, that what you're sharing is, you know, has the logo or Quality Choice Solutions in the name. Okay, so feel free to share it. It helps. And I share Diana's and Carla's stuff, and I say, oh my gosh, just another happy buyer. I'm so grateful that our firm puts people first. You can do anything like that. Okay, like it's just awesome. They're not going to look at it and say, well, I'm going to use Carla. No, they're going to say, Melissa's part of that firm. I know Melissa, I'm going to use Melissa. Okay, like it's not promoting someone else, it's promoting what we do. Let's see. Okay, so execution strategy. So some power words. So I'm going to use the power words. We want to like kind of have an emotional response when people read your post. And so an emotional response is basically, I can relate to her, or or that's cool, or I'm interested in that. And that's the response you're looking for. So here's a word example, or here's the word excitement is the example. Use these words instead: bold, exciting, fascinating, intriguing, riveting, tempting, thrilling, transform. There's a phrase, I could see the excitement in my kids' eyes. Change it to a power phrase using a power word: the fascinating look in my kids' eyes. It's just different. It feels different. It kind of sucks that reader in. And so using power words, it sets you apart. Happiness is another word. Here's the example. It was a happiness in my client's eyes when we closed. Here's the power phrase: the heartwarming emotion I felt when my client closed made my job worth it. It's just much more powerful. This one is memorable. So the phrase, your realtor should be memorable when shopping. Power phrase is, your realtor should captivate your home buying experience. It just feels different. And some statistics for you from NAR is 74% of realtors use Facebook for business purposes. 56% of realtors use LinkedIn. And 91% of buyers use their agent again or recommend their agent to others. 41% of sellers found their agent through a referral by a friend or family. So that's important, because if they're seeing you, then they're going to say, hey, you should use Melissa. 20% of all NAR members get 1 to 5% of business from social media. 10% of NAR members get 6 to 10% from social media. That's 70% that's not accounted for. So when you're looking for recommendations, where do you guys normally go? Do you Google?
Facebook.
Yeah, Facebook. Like you ask your Facebook, or you ask your neighbor. You're not Googling like, how do I find a realtor? You know, everyone knows a realtor. You're going to ask somebody that you know, or put it on Facebook. And then this is just a calendar. You don't have to do this. I'm like an out loud person. And so I like frou things, but you should make a calendar for social media. Like if you make a calendar for your appointments and all the things that you need to do, like you should have a calendar for things that you should do every day. So like, for example, Mondays, I try to make them my office days. It's my catch up days. I really try not to show houses on Mondays because it's really chaotic in other areas of my world. But Tuesdays is game on. And so like for me, that reminds me that it's time to, you know, people should know it's time that you're rolling your sleeves up and you're busting it today. And so you'll see on my Facebook post about me working hard on that day. office view, where I'm working from that day. It might be you're showing a house. It could be that you're sitting in your car, you know, who knows, but your office view. Thursday is just for, you know, wow. It's like, you know, let's share something that wowed you or something that's powerful. Friday is family, and Saturday is a busy day for me in general in our life. And so it's a coffee day for me. But all these different little taglines in here you can use. So maybe you don't want to do, you know, sleigh day or whatever, and you don't have to put sleigh day, but like people should know that you're a hard worker, like it's your work ethic. But maybe you want to talk about the weather and how great it's been, and a couple, you know, who else is like, you know, wearing extra deodorant because it's 104 out. You know what I mean? Like, I bet people are commenting on that one. Like, you know, who wishes they had like an air conditioner that they could plug in their car, you know, just you know, to take on the go, to charge and like to carry with you. Like, it's hot outside, and people will relate to that. You might ask a question, where do you guys take your dogs for a walk when it's so hot outside? You know, people are going to comment on that. You know, who drinks hot coffee in the summer? Who drinks iced coffee? Like, I'm trying to mix it up. They're going to comment on that. The more they comment on it, the more they see your posts. Not many people see your post every day. And so if you're like, oh, I'm going to annoy people, well, it's time to get over it. Because if they're annoyed by your post, then they probably shouldn't be your friend. Just saying. You're not annoying them. They're probably not seeing your post anyway. So if they go to your page, they'll see them. But if like you have to post like 4 or 5 times for the majority of your Facebook friends to actually see your post. So don't feel like you're annoying people, because they can always hit unfollow, and they can always say no more want to be friends with you. That's their prerogative, and it's not someone you're going to win anyway if they have an attitude like that. And then also, be sure to add people to your friends every week. Now, I'm not talking about like adding strangers, but you want to increase your opportunity. So one thing that, let me get out of this so I can show you guys. Let's see if I can get to it from here. Also, you guys can copy wording and kind of switch it up to make it your wording. I don't care. Like, you can copy my stuff and then just change. I will tell you, if you do it word for word, though, you'll get thrown in Facebook jail. So just know that. You want to make sure you make it your own if you're going to copy wording. But if you struggle with wording, then just copy some of my wording and then make it your own. Like, make it who you are, and kind of change that. So let's look here. So a couple things. So I have my business card at the top of my page. I really don't change that, but I always change my profile picture. Right here, you can see this is who I am. The first thing you see, the intro is what people read. So you see where I work, who my husband is, and that these are all my links to the other social media areas. So if they wanted to click on it, it would take them straight there. This Insta bio link here, I can help you with that if you want that. You can add Quality Choice Solution website, you can add your own website, you can add a lot of things. So if you want that, just get with me. I can help with that. It's too hard to explain over the phone.
I don't think we're seeing what you're talking about.
Yeah, we're seeing just your calendar.
How's this? Let's see. Hang on. Thanks for telling me. How's that? Can you see it now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
No,
So could you go?
I see the calendar still.
Can you see this picture of me?
Yes.
Okay, there it is.
It's Monday again.
Yep, it's Monday again. So
Could you go back and wherever you switch from the calendar, because I wasn't seeing what you were showing us.
Yes, I'll do that. Okay. So the back, so when you start like on my screen, so there's what I took a screenshot of in our little presentation there of who I am right here. And so then right over here, you can see all these links that I have set up there. So I have my Instagram, I have my Twitter, I have Pinterest, and then this Insta bio is what I'm talking about. That has websites in it. It has easy ways to connect with me and stuff like that. That's going to be more for, you know, a millennial is going to probably understand what Insta bio is over, you know, someone who's like, oh, I know what Pinterest is and all that. So I don't use Snapchat or anything like that, but these are the ones that the social medias that I do use. And so that's why they're on there. So we talked about featured earlier. I want to show you this. Let's see if I can get to all 6 of mine at once. Sorry about that. Okay, featured. So under edit featured, once it pops up here, it should have all 6 of my photos and it matches my brand. So, so there's coffee. So I've got coffee. I've got a picture of myself and my daughter. I've got my favorite makeup brand, me and my husband. I've got coffee again. I've got Bible. I've got makeup. I've got self with the little animals. So this is something where someone's like, oh, that's cute. Like I can connect with her. Like, you know, I like those things too. That's where featured is. That's how you edit them. They go in order 1 to 6. So if you edit them, it will flip them all up. So you've got to know which pictures you're going to do in order before you start adding them in there. So today I was talking about Monday. Everyone can relate to Monday. If we go, if I can go down, sorry. Okay. So as you go through my Facebook page, you're going to see things that are important to me. This is my brand. Someone who has kids can relate to this photo. Oops. We'll go like this. We might be able to go through my post. Yeah, we'll go through my post like this. So this one was the coffee post. I don't know if you guys saw that. I know Tina did. She commented on my post. But this one here, this is a question again, like that I was talking about is, this was me yesterday trying to perfectly balance my water to coffee intake. I was unsuccessful. Coffee won. Anyone else lose to coffee? And people comment on this. They can relate to it. And people just went on, you know, all through this. Some people don't even drink coffee and we're commenting on it. So asking a question really engages people. And then you guys can just scroll through on your own, but I posted Kelly and I, because we were working late and wanted them to see, you know, that we love work. And so we were working, and then sorry, it got off my profile. These window services are hard to do on Zoom. And then you just keep going, and you can go through all of this and see, okay, like these are the things that are important to Melissa. This is who she is. And if I want to do business with someone, you're going to do business with someone you like. If there's nothing on your Facebook page that's relatable to them, they're going to choose a different realtor. That's just human nature. That's just reality. So I don't know. I hope that was helpful. If you need help going through, you know, updating your stuff or wording, then just let me know. I try to do all my Facebook's likes. I go out and like people's pages. I go and comment on their stuff every morning before I start my work days. If I don't do it in the morning, then I'm not going to have time to do it throughout the day. But if you need help, just let me know. I'm glad to. Oh, and here's the other thing. If someone comments on one of your posts, always comment back. Always, 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 always comment back. So don't just, you know, leave it and go. So what questions do you guys have, since we have a couple more minutes?
Okay, so Melissa, I have a question. So you mentioned featured, and then so I'm trying to figure out what's the difference between featured and just a regular Facebook post, or is it just,
So
is it
yours,
like a extra pictures where it
It's in
says,
your profile. So your featured is going to be under your intro. So your featured photos, like if you go to my profile, you'll see my featured photos. Let me see if I can view.
so is that on the, that's not on the Facebook app on your phone? It's on,
No, you're going to have to do your featured on a computer. Yeah, good
on a
question.
computer. Okay, good to know.
So this is what it looks like if this was my Facebook. So what you see when you go there, it says, do you know Melissa? We're not friends. You know Melissa, send her a message. And then this is what you see. So you see my profile right here. You're going to see this little girl with the coffee cup. That's featured photos. Those are the first set of photos that someone who looks at your Facebook page are going to see. And then they'll have an option to choose, look at all your photos that you make public. And then they can look at all of your photos, which is right underneath. Featured is just a way for someone to get to know you, to see if they want to follow you or not. Does that answer that for you?
Yes, thank you.
Any other questions?
Well, I think this is great, Melissa. I really appreciate you. We all do, I'm sure. And I have recorded it so that we can share it with our other team members that were unable to make the meeting this morning. And if there's anybody else that has any questions or comments, please speak up. If you need us, we're always here. Either myself or Diana. If we don't respond immediately, just know that we will get back with you. It's just kind of crazy times right now, and juggling life and our business and our, our just every day to day, so it just takes, it takes a village, and we're all in it to work together. And I hope that everyone is having a great week. And hopefully that this week will be productive for you as well. So just let us know if you can help, if you need anything, or we can do anything for you. There's not training this week, but there is next week. So we will be around. I've got scheduled time to be in the office this week. So if anybody wants to join me, just let me know.
Thank you, Melissa. That was awesome. Yeah.
Yes. Joseph,
That was awesome. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
did you have a question?
Thank you. I have one question. I was looking at, so far I've got one of my listings posted on Marketplace. I have 2 more lot listings that I'm planning to post. But I was looking at the one Marketplace listing I have, and you had mentioned that we need to include something about it was either a logo, company logo, or the company name. And I couldn't figure out where I should have put that.
I usually put it in just my description, like at the bottom of my description. It can just be a one-liner that says Quality Choice Solutions LLC or Quality Choice Solutions Real Estate. On your photos, you have to use an app like, well, Facebook will do it for you. You can add a second photo in your stories, but apps that you can do would be like Word, Swag, Layout. Any Canva will do it for you. Any collage app will do it for you. And you just put both pictures together, and then it's like at the bottom of your photo.
Okay.
If you want to put it on the photo, you don't have to. Do it the easy way and just put in your comments.
Okay. I see. I did the description, but did not include.
Yeah. So in the description, just go back and edit it, and then just do a one-liner. It says Quality Choice Solutions, and you're good.
Okay. Thank you.
Yep.
Okay. Well, we really appreciate you again, Melissa, and I hope everybody has a great week. And if you need us, like I said, just give us a call or come by the office, and we should be in and out all week. So hope you're having a great one and be productive. And if you need help, just let us know.
Okay, have a good day.
Thanks. You too. Everybody,
Thank
hope
you.
you have a wonderful
Bye-bye.
week.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.